There we go. We are live. Everybody seems to be doing live shows today. I've jumped on one and been in the comments for quite a few. But I thought I would, just do one of my own. I know most of the guys in the States are probably asleep now. It's probably too late for them. But I will just add in the link. If anybody does want to, jump in, if anybody's actually looking or watching this. Hey, geeks, how you doing, mate? So somebody's still awake, obviously. I don't know what times or what side of the states you're on, mate. Because obviously, some guys have already gone to bed. Some people have, already done their streams for the day. But I was going to do one earlier, but I was too busy watching everybody else's streams. So, hey, Beefit, how you going, mate? From across, so I can say across the pond for Beefit because he's in New Zealand. I know a lot of the American guys, like I know Rob the Rican quite often will say, my Aussie or my friend from across the pond, and he's like, well, yeah, Australia's quite a bit further than across the pond. 10 p.m, okay, that's not too bad, I suppose. Unless you got to work tomorrow, of course. I suppose you can watch for a couple of minutes anyway. So, but yeah, I just thought I'd show off some books that I picked up recently. Hey, Trav. How you going, mate? Good to see you here, Station. So, yeah, I just thought I'd show off some books. But, yeah, the link's just above if that's actually the right one. If anybody wants to jump in. I've never had anybody jump in before, so I've got no idea what I'm doing. But we'll give it a crack anyway. So, just thought I'd start showing off some books. Hey, Chop. There you go, mate. It's almost 1:30 a.m. We'll go to bed, mate. Unless you haven't got work tomorrow, then that's fine. I'm glad you're here anyway. So, So, first one. Some obviously the newer comic books that I picked up. Definitely an interesting Spider-Man cover, not your standard sort of cover. Definitely a different layout. Like I know Arthur Adams did this because I saw him doing the original art for that. But yeah, definitely a different layout. I do actually like it. I think it's something a bit different than most of the normal stuff. But so that's issue 82. So we got that. Issue 83 is obviously going more towards your traditional style sort of Spidey covers. Except for that, obviously, that last one. Yeah, the last one's definitely different. I really liked it. Something a bit different. And as I might have mentioned a lot of streams before, I tend to, with some of my LCSs, we tend to wait a couple of weeks before we pick up some books. We haven't got massive pull lists, so at least instead of sort of showing 2 books or 3 books per thing, I can show, 5 to 10 sort of things. So, stopping by before I call it a night. Cool. Thanks, Apes, mate. I really appreciate it. And there's 81. I probably should have shown these in order, but that's all right. Can't remember why I picked this up. I think it might have a first appearance or something, but that's the Avengers Forever. Oh, my God. Look who's in. G'day, Tank. How you going, mate? Shouldn't you be at work? Unless you finish at 4, I'm assuming, or you're on holidays like I am. But, good to see you, mate. Hope Sam and all the Rugrats are doing all right up there. So, picked up Avengers Forever, number 1. As my good mate Simple Simon always said, it's not a bad thing to necessarily pick up first issues. Quite often, if they end up becoming a bigger book or something like that, it's always good to try and get them. What else? So we got Moon Knight number 6. I got a feeling this had a first appearance or something as well. I probably should make notes before I So we have a quick squeeze. Let's have a look. Avengers Forever. Yep. Helps if I actually spell it right. Hey, Mark. I'll try and stay up and hopefully stay up for your stream, or my tonight, should I say, your early morning, I think it is. Yeah, I thought everybody else was doing streams today. I thought I'd just give it a crack. I'm not having much luck with where is it? Volume 2. Okay, so first team appearance of the War Machines and Alternate Earth's Dark Waste Lords. So, yeah, whether that becomes a big book or not, as I said, I've been using Key Collector and Pull Box a lot lately. So, yeah, definitely decided to sort of pick up what I can. Streams be the way to go. Yeah, well, I tried to... I'm going to try and do streams, but obviously once I go back to work, it's going to be a little bit harder. So I'll probably go back to just doing my normal sort of videos. I need to do some more of my artist series. I've got a pop vinyl haul I need to do. Obviously on the 3 streams that I've done in the last week or two, I'm just mainly just showing what books I've picked up and things like that. I'll chuck the link in again if anybody wants to jump in. Now I need to check. Moon, you'd probably be better at this stuff than what I would be, Mark. I'm still not used to this pull box stuff. Where are we? Moon Knight. Okay, so let's try one word. Okay, that doesn't seem to work either. But yeah, I think that's got a some sort of first appearance or something like that in it. I think probably only a minor character, but pick it up. And it was a cool cover as well, so I thought I'd grab it. What else did we get? So issue 2 of the new Kate Bishop series. As you see, I'm just picking up mainly just cover A's. Don't go too much unless a cover B really strikes me or it's an artist that I really do like. I'll tend to pick that sort of stuff up. Otherwise, yeah, just stick to the good old cover A's. I don't think this was. Yeah, so I only picked this up because it was a one of my favorite artists, one of the nicest guys in the community, Ken Lashley. I know Chris the Comic Vet is a big Ken Lashley fan, and he's met him quite a few times, obviously, because Ken Lashley's a Canadian native. But yeah, definitely anything that's Ken Lashley, pretty much, and it's a Marvel book, I'll pretty much pick it up. And I think this might be the last in the mini-series of the Kang the Conqueror, the new mini-series. Apparently it's getting quite a lot of rave reviews and things like that. So that's issue number 5. I'm pretty sure that's the last one. I don't think there's an issue 6. Pretty sure it's only a 5-issue mini-series. So, but yeah, pick that up. So I've got all of them now. Or finally, should I say, but I'll show that in the next ones. Hey, Flo. How you going, mate? And obviously a few people are sort of specking on these at the moment. Oh, God. Hey, my first ever guest. Oh, God, they're all bloody popping up now.
What's going on, brother?
God, Panda as well. What the hell? And Mark as well. So I get some of the big names for my for the first ever. Well, third stream, first guests.
We rolling deep.
Is it like in the middle of the bloody night for you 3?
Yes. This is part of the middle of the night. This is when we're at our ripest.
Hey, I'm wearing a shirt until
clothing.
this is a good thing. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I was going to say, isn't that about the third
This-
shirt
this-
I've seen from Remy all day? Bloody hell. Yeah, first ever live I tried, bloody, I accidentally did it on bloody YouTube. That was an absolute bust. Second one, had a few people watching, and then third one, everybody comes in.
In all sincerity,
Absolutely.
what is that? That I heard you mention that before. What happens? I've never gone live from YouTube. What's the difference?
Oh, I'd never done any live before, so I tried to do it, and then I know Lee was in, so Lee was trying to help me with it, and he's like, "Oh," I'm like, "How do I put the link in the thing?" And he's like, "Oh, I go to the share button, and the share button, all it did was do another link to the stream I was already in. It didn't actually invite anybody, but it's very limited. Doesn't give you banners or any of that sort of stuff. It's really weird.
Sounds lame.
Yeah, that was. It was very lame.
a lame live.
Yeah, so that one didn't last very long. I think I went for about 20 minutes, and that was about it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, MadSpidey, I'm sorry, man. I just wanted to hop on, say what's up, but I was trying to leave. Everybody pulled me back in, so I'm actually going to try and say goodnight because it is the middle of the night over here, and my wife is up there, not or Hawaiian shirt. That bitch. Could learn a thing or two from George Burroughs.
Oh, I do appreciate it, mate.
It's okay. She doesn't watch this shit.
Nobody watches my shit, so it's all good.
That's not
But
true.
thanks, man. I do appreciate it greatly.
Hell yeah, man. Anytime. Hey, next time out, and we'll be there.
Beautiful. Easy done, mate. We'll go
later,
get some
guys.
rest.
Take it easy, Panda.
Yeah, I got to be Mark's thing in the fucking morning. It's just, I got to sleep sometime.
Yeah, well, for me, it starts at 11:30 p.m. So, yeah, I might have an afternoon nap and then be ready for it.
There you go. All right, we'll see you then, man.
Take a nighttime nap and be ready for it. I still have to make the thumbnail for it. I was supposed to do that hours ago.
A nighttime nap, is that considered sleep or?
No, that's different. It's different.
Nighttime nap. Oh crap! Midnight.
All right,
I need
later,
to take a
guys.
nap. All right, Panda. Enjoy your nap, buddy.
Thanks, mate.
Later, guys.
Oh, okay. Now, how do I change this?
Down at the, right under
right.
Remy. Yep.
That one? Yeah.
Whichever one you like. It's not that weird mugshot profile. It's just so odd.
Yeah, all should be holding up, bloody mugshot cards.
All right, I'm going to show a book.
It's like, hang on, it's not centered. Get it back in the middle. Oh god. Yeah, do you know what's all this? There's some sort of spec or something going on these things too at the moment. Like a lot of people
Wastelanders.
Yeah, because I picked up. Well, they didn't get all of them at the moment, but I picked up that. Yes, they didn't get. Because I went to Mark at Big City and he didn't get the Doom one. It was on back order. So I got
this. This is the only one I've picked up so far, but it was a cover buy for me because this thing looks awesome.
Yeah, I picked up the Hawkeye and I picked up the Star-Lord one.
Yeah,
I've got Doom on order, but
Were those different books or the same book with different covers?
I think it's a different book.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think they're different, or at least that's what I had heard. I haven't even checked to be honest with you.
I hope it's a different book.
Well, mine starts out talking about Dr. Victor Von Doom, so yeah, I'm going to assume it's Star-Lord.
Yeah, it's a different start of it, so yeah, definitely different.
This is
hey,
awesome.
Drac.
Look at this.
Oh,
Mephisto.
Yeah, with Doom there, that's awesome.
So the Wasteland Doom is the second appearance of Sophia Strange, if that's correct. At this point, this key collector thing is just a shit show if you really get down to it.
All right.
Like on the same little page here, it says Batman 119 is a reference to a benefactor of Batman Inc. Unknown if the character is established or new, but it's already revealed that it's Lex Luthor in the last issue even. So that's crazy. For Justice League Incarnate, it says first appearance of Spore, the DC let's see, full appearance of sport Earth 41 version of Images Spawn, but it's actually it's a different version of Swamp Thing, so that's wrong. So they don't read these books, I guess. So there's no telling if this information is correct.
So in other words, I probably should stop using Key Collector and Pull Box then.
I mean, it's not all wrong, but just me scrolling through here to look for that book I just showed up, I found 2 errors right off the bat that I know for a fact because I read comics.
Mm.
All right.
And that's probably my downfall is that, because I haven't read for ages. I've turned too much of a collector, so.
Yeah. Well, as long as the people you're selling them to don't read them either, you're good. Y'all are using the same data, pulling from the same info, you're good.
Well, I just picked this one up because I thought the cover was badass.
And that's sometimes all it needs to do. Badass cover, check.
Mm. It's even like this. They did a lot of spec on this, but apparently people have actually read it, said it was a pretty
Shit
crap.
show.
Yeah, it was a bit of a crap. Like I do like that cover. The cover's really nice.
See, what I'm thinking is going on with that, as well as with this as well, with Ben Reilly kind of taking front and center. You know, they're having problems with Ditko's estate. You know, like Ditko was big on I make this stuff and like it doesn't belong to me after I create something. Well, he's dead. His estate sees it differently, and they're in litigation with Marvel. The biggest properties being Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. So while they're in litigation, we see Peter Parker, the property in question, being sidelined and Ben Reilly coming forward. And now they're knocking off Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because I heard a rumor. I don't know how true it is or not. I heard this a little while ago that they were actually, I didn't know about the Ditko thing until recently. But somebody said to me there was something going on and they were thinking that Doctor Strange might disappear from comics altogether.
Yeah, at least
and
temporarily.
Obviously, that might be from that.
Yeah, at least temporarily, because they're talking about naming a new Sorcerer Supreme. I know that
some chick or something.
Somebody said that Brother Voodoo might be a good contender, or one of the students out of the Strange Academy might be a good contender. And they kind of hinted on it in the first issue of Death of Doctor Strange. But I asked Austin, who reads Strange Academy, and he said they've touched nothing on it since then, since that little hint kind of thing. They weren't really a hint. It was
maybe that's why they're doing this then. Maybe just give him some sort of ending.
Yeah, just to sideline him to see how this plays out, you know.
Because the new book, I think it's just called Strange. It's not called Doctor Strange or anything like that. It's just called Strange. And it's got the chick sort of in the, I don't know, doing whatever she's doing on the front cover. So
getting some Strange.
So what did you hold on? Who did you say was in the Doom book?
That is the second appearance of Sophia Strange.
Okay. Well, she is in it, so
there you go. And obviously, like these are getting a little bit of people talking about these. They're all one shots, but I'm assuming there's some sort of end game to all these Darkhold.
This is awesome.
Things, but
Doom is straight up wrecking shop. I mean, he's a
badass. He really is a badass.
He's just melting these people here and chopping off heads with swords over here, and
been there.
Yeah, Dr. Doom is always one of my
no big deal.
One of my favorites. And I'm supposed most people would have picked up this, I would assume. So This is like everybody's specking on this.
They were specking on that B cover specifically with the little
the Mrs. Minutes or Mr. Minutes thing.
Yeah,
or whatever.
because that's the thing from the Loki TV show. So it's the first appearance of that little clock on the cover, but I don't believe it's in the book.
Oh, here's more trouble. Just following each other around.
Yeah, I was just talking about you. Bad, of course.
Oh,
that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get him in. But
Strange Academy and how I asked you before if they've been hinting at possibly a new Sorcerer Supreme because of the Ditko stuff and sidelining Dr. Steven.
Yeah, no, they're kind of keeping everything completely separate.
Yeah, well, because I know that somebody said something about the Mr. Minutes one or whatever it is, that apparently a lot of shops didn't get their full allocations.
Yeah, well, you know, as I really think that Miss Minutes cover is really cool, but sell them now because I think that book is going to be in the dollar bins pretty soon.
Yeah, well, I saw one guy on eBay. He was selling them for $75 US, and he already sold 59 of them.
Do y'all remember that? What is it? The current Web of Spider-Man that's coming out right now. Issue 1, cover B. It was some goofy cover with like people walking into a building. Even it was nothing dynamic or iconic looking, but it was the first appearance of that little kid from Iron Man 3 in comics. So everybody rushed and grabbed that one up real quick the day of release, and nothing came of it. It's just,
He's in the story anyway. So
Well, you're talking about Iron Man 3, right?
Yeah. What was his name? I can't remember the kid's name now.
It's irrelevant.
I can't remember a lot about Iron Man.
He's like, what was there to remember?
I know in the end all the robots blow up. That's
it.
And there was the guy melting shit. And he's an Aussie. Oh, God. And everybody's, I suppose, or most Marvel guys will probably be picking that up as well at the moment. It's supposed to be the biggest story, I suppose, at the moment. I didn't pick up any variants, but
I have the blank variant for number 1.
Are you going to be doing anything on that blank variant?
I mean, I'm going to be doing something on every blank variant eventually, hopefully.
I hope.
Do you actually try and get original art from other artists, or you're not sort of into that?
I only have I have some original art from Michael Turner, and that's
like
it.
Like pages or actual sketches?
I have a cover.
Oh,
so I have the cover for Killian's Vessel number 1.
So lesser. I'm assuming that's a lesser known book, so
it's
not
one
as
of the
pricey.
last titles that he actually started before he passed away.
Oh, because he passed really young. He was only like in his 30s or something.
32 or 33, right?
Yeah, he was real young, but he knew, he knew he was going. He knew he was sick, so he just started drawing as much as he could.
Like I still say, like covers coming out, they say as a Michael Turner cover, and I'm like, well, how does that work if he's dead?
He has a huge body of work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
just, and just finding stuff in the archives and just using it as covers, obviously.
Well, you can put out brand new Jack Kirby covers that have never before seen. DC, the company, owns a huge log of his work that the Kirby estate in the past couple of years were granted access to, not to keep, but to make limited prints of these pieces of art otherwise never seen. And I actually bought a few of those care packages from the Kirby estate. And like Marvel owns the work that these people do. DC owns the work that these people do. So they have a huge back catalog of this work that you will never see or eventually see how they come out with these special edition covers or tribute covers and stuff like that. It's really cool that they have that ability,
Yeah, I think there was 2 albums and a movie after Tupac died.
Yeah.
Well,
and
so this is what is this? Spider-Woman number 1. This is Michael gorgeous. But this was
how do I make somebody big? How do I do that?
You see our squares down below, our individual squares. Hover over the middle of Austin, and it should say solo layout.
This one just says remove. There we go, in the corner. Yeah. Don't remove that.
This is good.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just have to make me jealous now. I'll take it out of the slab though.
Yeah, that's a great cover. I love that one. That's a Spider-Man booth exclusive, actually.
Yeah, so I hear about all these booths and companies and stuff, and I'm like, I don't know how you guys keep track of them all.
Did you say boobs?
It's tough.
Booth.
Oh,
I wish it was Spider-Man boobs.
Mark, I'm going to need another Legion T-shirt because I'm going to have John Zhang sign my Legion T-shirt, which means I'm no longer going to be able to wear it. So I'm going to need you to AOK me another one for my convenience.
You're gonna like frame it in like one of those like frames, when you have like jerseys and stuff.
You're a large, right?
No, I'm a medium. I'm a regular guy.
Yeah, all I have is like 1 large and 2 mediums, because What I'm about to hopefully this weekend set up a what is it, a Teespring account or something.
Hey, Joe.
That's one thing I'm hoping to actually be able to accomplish with a little bit of time off.
Well, he'll be here on the 22nd, I believe. So if you want me to bring anything over, man.
No, I'm gonna hold off, just like with anything else. In all sincerity, I can send stuff to him if I just wanted to get stuff signed, but I'd rather like we mentioned before, just wait till I get to meet people and get it signed in person. That way, I have like I've got his signature on 2 books behind me. I've got signed slabs in there that I've purchased, And at one point, I wanted to get all my stuff of his like signed and graded eventually, but at this point, there's too much of it. Like it's fine. It's got its own short box and.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's definitely the way to do it, Beckerman.
Is John? Has he been around a while, or is he only sort of more of a newer sort of face on the
newer? His very first big comic book was Deceased issue number 1.
Okay.
He did a variant for that. That was his first DC cover. And before that, he did this book. It's like it comes out in like trade volume sizes called Tales of the Moonlight Cutter. And yeah,
I'm assuming he would have been on the like on the Artist Alley circuit for a while though.
Oh yeah, he's been rocking and rolling. Yeah, he's been doing stuff like like the Jaegers, the big machines in the first Pacific Rim. He drew those for the movie.
Okay.
Have you seen a movie called Avengers: Age of Ultron? He designed the Hulkbuster for it. If you've seen a little movie called Star Wars Rogue One, he designed most of the vehicles for it.
Star Wars.
Who's saying that crap? Yeah.
But he was a concept artist, obviously, for Lucasfilms for a while, and then other stuff, and then he got into comics.
Well, it's like I can never pronounce his surname. Ryan, was that Mendering or whatever it is? He sort of went the other way. He was in doing comics and things, and then he went all into the design for the movies and all that sort of stuff. So
that's why he didn't design that Iron Man 3 though, did he?
Yeah, that was another artist who did that, which is a shame because I was a huge fan of Battle Chasers. Was John Madureira.
Yeah, Joe Mad.
To go into video game design, but apparently he's bringing Battle Chasers back.
But what about Battle Toads?
Yeah, what about Battle Toads?
I think I have a Battle Toads right over there.
Yeah, I'm sure you do, man. You're pulling stuff out of the
I was waiting on Remy to hold up the cartridge.
Yeah.
With the cards next to it.
Yeah.
If I was wearing pants, I would get up and get it, but I don't have pants on, so
I was watching Ready Player One a couple of weeks ago, and you can notice little stuff in there every time you rewatch it. And the final battle at the end, when everyone finally shows up to have his back, and they all just charge. Battle Toads are in the front line running. I'm like, yes.
That's the best part of that movie is like just as much pop culture as you can shove into one movie. It's like every time you watch it,
shock you all. I've never seen it.
You better get on it.
It's amazing. Yeah, it really is.
It'd have to be on some sort of streaming service, one of them, even though we're very limited.
HBO Max.
Is it on HBO Max? Yeah,
I believe so.
Yeah, so we don't get that. So I'd have to try and find it on
Time out. You don't get that. All right, we're going to figure this out. I'm going to figure this out for you. I'll give you my password and everything. We're going to work it out. Okay.
I'd have to do it online, I'm assuming. That's probably the way to do it. It's like our Netflix. We only get about 30-40% of what everybody else gets. We don't get everything. All the mainstream stuff we do, but the back catalog stuff, we just do not get as much.
You should write to your congressman.
if we had any.
Yes.
So it was really went down after Phantom Menace. Oh God.
We're gonna have to boot Beckerman.
Put him in timeout.
Yeah, put him timeout.
If it was on the stream, if I could work it out, maybe. That's all right. Mark could be like, just click on that. That deletes him, or that silences him, or
So what else did you grab? Was there anything else on the?
There was only a couple more. Just a random old school Blade book.
Nice.
And there you go. I always complain about we don't get dollar bins, $2 bins. I actually got this for $2, so I was very happy with that. The other thing is I missed out on the current Moon Knight series. The first issue, I wasn't able to get. Everybody'd sold out, couldn't get it anywhere, and if they were, it was something ridiculous. But I did pick up a couple of the variants. So I picked up, and I love Steve McNiven's art. He's such a detailed artist, very, very sort of similar to like David Finch.
Yeah.
In the way, just everything. And of course, I can't go past my main man, Delotto.
That was one of the covers that I actually sought out to get.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's high on my list. Like I already have 2 Delotto originals, but I want to actually get a colored original. But that's like, that's big bickies. So, and the lucky last was I actually was able to, because I missed out. I did this on pull box, but I missed out on issue 1. I got it from issue 2 onwards, but I was actually luckily able to track down an issue 1, which was good. So yeah, apparently the new Moon Knight series is pretty good. I don't know whether any of you guys are actually reading it or not. Or
I read the first 2 issues. It was really good. I just haven't had a chance to go back to it. My backlog for reading is unforgivable at this point.
It wouldn't be any worse than mine. It might be like 5 years worth.
Oh, I don't know if I go that far back, but
you're about to hit my dad's level. He picked up so many books for so long. You know, he's been collecting for so long, and he also buys back issues and Golden Age stuff and collected volumes and paperback novels like Perry Rodan and the Conan books and stuff like that. And he'll switch up what he's reading here and there. So he got to where he was so far behind in comics that he retired from picking up new comics on his birthday last August. And he's been knocking everything off his pool list as series ends or story arc ends and stuff like that. And it wasn't until last week that he got his last issue of a monthly comic. And he has more comics than he'll probably be able to finish in his lifetime.
That's a good problem to have.
Those luxury problems right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to say first world problems.
Mm-hmm.
American. I'll get your guys' thoughts too. What did you guys actually think of that cover?
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think we talked about that cover on another chat a while ago.
Yeah.
When it came out. And the great thing about that cover is that it's unique.
And that's like, it's not something you'd normally see from Art Adams either. You know, he's usually
well, that's the thing. It's not a groundbreaking cover,
but it's something different
to put that cover out.
Yeah. Like you'd think, okay, maybe because it's a bit weird, it might be a variant cover or something like that. But no, just cover A. So yeah, no, I really enjoyed that cover. Actually,
yeah, I'm a fan for sure.
So you guys all done your want lists and stuff for this year, or I know Mark has because you've done a video on it, but
like 2 things I'm going to aim for, and then everything else. I always end up picking up everything but what I'm aiming for, though.
Because I know one of your main things is 1 to 6 of Hulk. I know that was.
Yeah, any one of those issues. I'm not trying to complete those all this year or anything. Just pick up one of those issues.
Have you actually got a run of Hulk, or have you just got mainly just key issues and stuff? I don't. I'm going to ask these.
Well, you said you watched the video, crackhead.
Have you ever?
I haven't watched that video. I saw the thumbnail, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, that was there's only 3 actual collecting goals. The rest were more community goals, like to meet more people, get to more cons, kind of expand my reach into the community, and not just like pigeonhole myself, because there's a lot of great people out there. And the more like you and I started like being on streams together kind of semi recently. It's just been a couple of months, but now we see each other all the time. I want to do more of that, like meeting more people. And but getting any one of those Hulk issues and then cutting my Hulk run down, the missing issues, by 50%. I'm less than 100 issues away from a complete Hulk run, including Tales to Astonish, which is 101 issues. And Hulk doesn't start till 59, but it's still one of my favorite series ever. There was an early monster anthology, Ant-Man, Groot, Wasp, Hulk, Submariner, all that came along the way. But I'm about about 50 to 60 issues shy of the Tales to Astonish, most being the monster issues I'm missing, and less than 50 away from completing Hulk, and I'm missing 0 keys from 102 to today. It's just those first 6, which only 1 and 2 are keys. 3, 4, 5, and 6 are just early issues of Hulk. Low grades 2 to 5. They're very attainable.
So you'd be able to explain it to. I've been meaning to ask this question for years. What's the deal with Hulk where it only went? Like there's a massive gap with numbers.
Yeah, that's easy. All right, so Hulk went from they started issue 1, went through 6, wasn't crazy popular. This, that, and the third. Not long after that, in the early 60s, Marvel did not have space on newsstands and shelves to sell their books. They actually rented their newsstand space from DC Comics. So they were only allotted 3 spaces on the shelf. So they took like Tales to Astonish and they turned it into a double feature. You would have Giant Man and the Hulk. Then it went later Submariner and the Hulk, and that's where it went. And then you'd have like Tales of Suspense with like Iron Man and Captain America. No, Iron Man and Doctor Strange or whoever the fuck it was. And then you have like Nick Fury sharing a book with another character. So that's why you had those double headers so that they could get more characters on the shelves.
Double their runs, yeah.
Yeah. So what happened was once that changed, that dynamic changed, and they had more space, that's when they took Tales to Astonish and ended it. And they just changed the name. They didn't change the numbering. Tales to Astonish goes from 1 to 101. And then at issue 102, the title changes to Incredible Hulk. Because he was in the book from issue 59 all the way till today. So now, so they took Submariner and gave him a number 1. They let Hulk keep the title. Now you look at the one with Doctor Strange. And who the hell shared the book with Doctor Strange?
Nick Fury.
Fury. So what happened with that was Doctor Strange, instead of getting number 1, got issue 69, and Nick Fury got issue number 1. Cap and Iron Man got number 1, and Cap got 101, wasn't it? Something like that. So those are actually their first issues of their ongoing titles. Hulk 102, Doctor Strange 69, because they kept their legacy numbering.
Okay. Yeah, like I do have a few other Tales to Astonish and all that sort of stuff.
So this is the first issue where Captain America was introduced on the title. There's 58.
Nice.
That's Beast Mode. That's basically their equivalent to Tales to Astonish 59. Because Cap kept that title and the numbering, and that's his first issue since.
This is his first issue and title was 58.
So that's a big boy book right there. That's one to retire with.
Actually, because I picked up. Hang on, give me 2 secs.
That's one to keep. Make sure you don't let that one go.
I just recently added a new book to my 2022 wish list.
What is it?
I want to get a Hulk one before you.
What is it? A Hulk one?
I want to get a Hulk one before you.
Oh, that's fine. If you get a Hulk one before me right now, I'm cool with that. You pay those prices. Hulk spiked in the last 4 months. This is not the time. I don't buy spike prices. I wait. That's why I end up with so much other stuff. I just shop prices.
Hulk 1 is probably one of the books that I wouldn't mind. Like you said, and you say it all the time, you want it beat up.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be loved, right? I agree with you 100% on that. I'd love to have just a beat up copy. Unfortunately, I've had the opportunity to pick up the books, but I just didn't want to spend the money.
There's been 2 occasions when me and Jason, Southern Comic Geek, were looking at a book for sale. He's like, look at this one. So he sent me a link to a Hulk number 1, and it was a coverless copy with a facsimile cover attached. I'm like, that's actually a disqualifier for me. I'd rather have one with your I cannot that doesn't work for me. That's not a Hulk number 1 in my book. That's just a coverless. I'd rather. Wow. But Jason ended up buying it. And then the one that Jason just bought, the Hulk number 6, he sent me a link to it on Shortbox and was telling me to check out Shortbox. I'm like, yeah, I'm not paying that price for that. And he ended up buying it. So both of the 2 Hulk books that Jason got were from conversations where I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting that one.
Yeah, because he recently showed off that facsimile covered version on Slab Hub.
Yeah, I passed on it.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't want to go try it. I'm like, all right, he got a good deal on it, but especially if you look at coverless prices now, he's a little bit under fair market value.
Tyler says he just
Oh,
recently
nice.
bought a Hulk #1, and he is the bullshit artist of the year.
He's talking about Donnie Cates Hulk one.
The Immortal Hulk #1.
Well, apparently that's the second appearance of Hawkeye. So, but I picked that up on, what are we calling him? Simparo? I can't even remember what. Simon and Sarah, when we went on a Nerds Day Out. That was the last place we went to. Yeah. I can't remember what we're calling them.
You benefit him. That's awesome.
But yeah, that was like $100, which is like
Super
you know, like,
deal.
yeah, like rough as guts, but that's my
Wow,
wheelhouse.
that's a great book.
So yeah, in a like an antique market sort of thing, and there was the last place we wanted to go, and those two didn't even want to go, and we're like, oh no, we'll just go check it out. First place we saw was full of comics, and this was in the little glass cabinet. And I went, I'll have that, thank you very much.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I wish I had those kinds of shops around.
We never do. Like that was an absolute 1 in a million fluke.
Yeah.
You know, and that wasn't even in our city. That was in like a city that's like, it's a smaller city that's probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours drive away. But we did the day trip there, and yeah, as I said, it was the last. What's he spinning now? What the fuck is that?
First appearance of get the fuck out of here. I hope you can cuss on your channel. I hope we're not overstepping. I didn't even ask.
Go for your life. I haven't set those kind of boundaries. I think I've sworn on my channel, so I don't care.
Yeah, I was going to say, hey, this is an Australian channel.
Australia, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
actually-
that's worked out great for Lee and Tyler, who are currently demonetized.
I was actually thinking about, I was trying to figure out how I could flip my camera upside down before I came on. I couldn't figure it out. There you go. See, now you fit right in.
Now flush the toilet. See if it goes the other way.
I might drown.
Oh, all right, Tyler. Do I have to start deleting your comments?
Instead, he highlighted it.
Never heard Nazi swear. Yeah, so Beefit's full of shit too.
Yeah. Well, he's New Zealander. He's probably worse. You just get a weird accent at the end of every sentence. It's a bit like New Zealanders are a little bit like Canadians, where you don't necessarily pick up the accent till like the last word in a sentence. That's when it actually comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So what else, boys? What else is going on? That's about the 5th time you've shown that book with that ugly.
It's got the cat on it.
I like cats, but I don't know. I don't like
Mr.
Hell's cats.
Bigglesworth?
There are 2 books that I've gotten because of Mr. DJ Links, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think there's anything else you could have shown, Rebby. You've shown like everything from, Viewmasters to bloody Spawn cards to comics to God knows what.
Show the hot dog skin Hulk.
Oh God!
Hot dog skin Hulk.
Yeah, the one that you just showed us right before
Don't
we
be
got on
coy,
here.
Remy. You know exactly what we're talking about.
I don't. What?
The
Did I
Hogan.
have?
The Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
Bosco's like, look at him with his glorious hot dog colored skin.
I mean, look at those eyes. That's fierce right there.
Y'all remember that movie No Holds Barred with him and Tiny
Hell
Zeus
yeah.
Lister?
Zeus,
What's that
yeah.
smell? Dookie.
Oh. And Suburban Commando. It was like, how cheesy was that?
Oh, I love that. With Christopher Lloyd.
Oh yeah.
Undertaker was in that one too. You're a dead man, Ramsey. He was one of the bounty hunters.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It just shows how long. I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
was frozen today. Christopher Lloyd.
God.
When they're in the bank and he gets frozen and he just puts him in the car, hanging out the sunroof with his hand, just sticking out. Just frozen Christopher Lloyd going down the road, out popping out the sunroof.
Gotta love those old bloody D-grade bloody 80s movies.
Do y'all remember Thunder in Paradise, where it was like a treasure hunting movie? They had the speedboat and everything. It even spun out to a USA TV show. That was pretty cool. They had the old, I think it was like Aztec necklace or something. And you move the beads around, and it was the map. It was really cool. The boat was like high tech, ex like special forces stuff that he retired with, and because they let you keep that kind of stuff or whatever.
I can't actually remember that movie.
Oh man, it's another good one.
But one of my favorite corny 80s movies was Condor Man. You remember Condor Man with what was his name? He ended up becoming like a singer, like doing opera and stuff. Shit, what was his name?
Wasn't expecting that segue.
Michael. Was it Michael? Oh, I've bloody got to look at it now. It was real corny, but like the favorite scene is they're like in somewhere in, I think it might be like Turkey or somewhere up in that sort of area. And you just see one of those old sort of like gypsy sort of towns, and you just hear this rumble in the background, and it's basically on the side of a mountain, and the road's following the mountain, and all you start seeing is all these jet black 911 Carrera Porsches just driving along, and the main boss is actually, all his windows are all mirrored and stuff, and then they come into the town and just, yeah, it was corny as hell, but it was a fun movie. What was his name? It's going to drive me nuts now until I think of the name.
Well, just tell us the name so you don't have to think of it.
Trying to find it first. Michael Crawford. And you're like,
no, I don't.
And I'm like, I'm not. Austin's older than me, so I'm thinking you probably know.
No, you're that Austin, you're old.
Not ringing any
You're old.
bells. But what do I know? I'm too old. My mind's gone.
What about Barbara Carrera? Do you remember that name?
I don't know any of these Carreras.
It's a bit hard to see, but I don't think I can. Nah, that's not going to show up. Yes. So he had like a suit and everything and gadgets and all sorts of weird and wacky stuff.
No, but to my defense, I grew up in America, so it might not have been.
Even though it was an American movie, yeah.
Yeah,
that's it, baby. Frank Spencer. He was a POM, but and I do mean, just in case you guys don't realize, that's an Englishman. There's a POM.
We did not realize that. I'm like, this dude's a fucking tree.
An Englishman is a POM.
POM, like POM.
I'll be careful repeating that. That might be a racial slur that we're unfamiliar with, Austin.
Yeah, we can get away with it, right? We don't know any better.
Pom.
Yeah, that's right.
We're just ignorant Americans. What do we know?
Palm tree.
Played the fifth. Isn't that the line?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna get punched if I say that to somebody.
I say to Grey Man all the time. He knows.
Yeah,
exactly
it's okay because if you get punched in the face by an Englishman, it's just.
Yeah. He takes off the white gloves and all that sort of crap.
His butler will hit me. I get what you're saying. Mr. Belvedere is gonna smack me.
Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, that's the show that Michael Crawford was in.
Man.
Yeah, he did like UK sitcom, like comedic sitcoms and things like that, and then he actually went into like musical theatre. But yeah, he probably never hit the big stage in the States. I don't think. It was mainly England, Australia, probably obviously New Zealand.
This is awesome. See, we're like bridging the gap here. This is perfect.
Together
So,
like butt cheeks.
Mr. Belvedere.
It's the butler for Michael Crawford. Yeah. Oh, God. Yes. It's always dinging here.
What?
I miss any. What's this? That show went up against Renegade's time slot, so I didn't catch it too often. I remember Renegade. Lorenzo
Lamas, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was on USA Network. Do y'all get USA Network in Australia? And if y'all do,
I do remember Renegade. We had Renegade on free-to-air TV, like really, really late at night.
USA got crappy when they let Burn Notice just like run it down to death.
I enjoyed Burn Notice.
I'm not saying it started out bad, but after a while, it just like that.
Got a
They
bit
they
repetitive.
just ran like Burn Notice and Psych, because I guess they got a decent enough viewership and really went foot in the bill for something new. So those two just went for really long and very, very many time slots. It seemed like.
Yeah, I know I never watched Psych, but yeah, I finished Burn Notice.
Psych
Wasn't
is
it like some
definitely-
sort of con man or something being
Yeah, he
trying to be
wasn't
like
really psychic. He was just he was just pretending to be the part. And his partner was really like more helpful than he was, kind of thing.
so a little bit like the Mentalist sort of thing, where he was an ex-con man pretending to be a like a psychic or whatever like that.
The exact same show.
Because I enjoyed The Mentalist, not just because Simon Baker's an Aussie, but I really enjoyed The Mentalist as a show. Bit disappointed. Yep, here's more trouble.
Yep, there he is.
Ignacio. I wonder if Ignacio will take the bait.
Are you going to say another racial slur?
No. I mean, I'll put the link in the thing. If you're on free StreamYard, how many people can you have on the screen?
I think 6.
6. Okay.
I think it's 6 and 10 are the two tier numbers.
Oh, so the paid one you can't have any more than 10.
Unless you go to the elite page, I think it goes to 12.
I think
Because there's
that'd get
3
very
tiers:
crowded.
free, pay, and pay more.
Mm.
And the only thing I think you get with the pay more is 2 extra people on stream and 4K capability, which is very, very subjective and limited to your tech and what people are watching it on anyway. So,
Yeah, so if you got crap tech, it'll just pixelate and go.
Well,
crap.
if you get on your mobile right now and look at your picture quality, you're going to look fantastic because you're looking at it on your mobile.
Something small, yeah.
And the screens are fantastic on phones these days. They do all the work for you.
I was going to say it's late for everybody. It's not late for me, but
Yeah,
it's
what
late
is
for
it,
the other
like
3.
4 or 5 o'clock for you?
Yeah, just after 5 p.m. That's what I mean by like if I'm still awake, I'll jump on. Well, Tyler usually sends me a link for Mark's stream or whatever like that, and half the time I'm like, although last time when you did it last Friday, and I was trying to, because I can't use this computer late at night because it's close to too many bedrooms, and I'm too loud a voice. I tried it on the missus's old laptop or whatever like that, and that's why I just sort of jumped on. I froze and I went, "Nah, I'm going to sleep." I cracked the shits.
And that actually offended me. You didn't ever tell me why you left till now.
Sorry.
I'm like, how dare he? An 89 Honda.
You're looking at cars now.
No, it's just a saying. Have you ever seen this movie called Employee of the Month with Dak Shepard and Dane Cook?
Mm-hmm.
No.
When they were on the roof, they start throwing the rocks or the golf balls at Dak Shepard, who was sitting in the parking lot. He's like, "How dare you? This is an 89 Honda."
And then they sell his car.
When was the film made? Like 5 years ago?
Like
Early
2000,
2000s.
2006, somewhere around there. It was
That was the one
funny.
where they sold his car in the store, right? They listed it for like $15.
Next to the
It's
coffin.
like they're like walking through. It's like a BJ's or whatever, and you like walk
And-
through
and
it. It's
it-
like a car on the rack. And it's like, oh, it's $14.99. He's like, that's my car. It's like, I'm sorry, it's listed.
I'm sorry. We have to sell it.
It's in the system, and he
It's on the
had
shelf.
to let him sell it to stay in the competition for Employee of the Month. He just had to eat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious. I bet that one's free on YouTube to watch. There's so many like decent movies free on YouTube. I watched School for Scoundrels, like with Billy Bob Thornton. Have you ever seen that? Dude,
I haven't seen it.
I think I might have seen some of it. I don't think I ended up seeing the whole thing.
The Wraith. Do y'all remember that movie, The Wraith, where that gang kills that guy and he comes back with the car that like he's like, it looks like kind of future. It's in the 80s, but the car looks futuristic for the time, and he's in like this weird suit where it looks like he's almost like in a racer suit. He's got like a gun, and he'll sit there and just like plow into other cars, and his car will just go to pieces, but it comes back together. It's kind of like if Christine, the Stephen King movie Christine,
Hmm.
had a driver involved with it, and throw some 80s on it.
I
Just-
remember the car, but I
Just doing a
don't.
little
I
research
don't
on the
remember
Cage
seeing the
Tides.
movie.
Yeah, that was one like when I was
1986.
younger and watched it. It just had that little that flair to it. It just always.
Oh,
kept me
I remember
intrigued.
this.
Yeah,
What's this
That's
Cage
just cool.
Tides? Cage Tides actually popped. I saw him on a live stream. He actually jumped on Comic Journey's live stream earlier today.
As K Titus.
Yeah,
that channel no longer exists.
he's got the new name, but he's still got the amount of subs.
Yeah, that's
Still-
what we're saying. Like as what's it called? Like hello, hello, hello.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Boy of the month is
In
good.
high school. Yeah, fuck you, Tyler.
Oh god, I'm trying to think that Wraith movie is sounding familiar.
Yeah, it's
Was it like a silver sort of racing suit?
yeah, like
Yeah,
the,
once you see
I
the
think I've
car,
watched.
you'll recognize
yeah,
it.
the car's got like the big front glass windshield on it and stuff.
Hey, princess. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember it. Like I used to watch so many movies when I was younger, but the memory gets a little bit fuzzy as you get older. Isn't that right, Austin?
Yeah.
Just twisting the knife.
Yeah.
He's only like 2 years older than me, but
It's gonna be you had a rough 2 years ahead of you then.
Enjoy your 2 years while you got them.
Hey Tyler, will you DM me your email address so I can re-admin you on StreamYard, please?
You got accused of some serious shit without proof.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just, we were on a chat earlier tonight, just before we jumped on here, and that's the first time I heard about the whole Kate Titus debacle. So I'm gonna have to do some homework on that one.
So I thought it was something to do with the
181.
the giveaway. I think we might have talked about this off air as well. I think at one point, but
No, I think that was everyone's initial speculation who aren't aware of the someone uploaded a YouTube video calling him out on some behavior that they appeared to be one way or another. And there was actually I haven't watched the whole video. I just became aware of it.
I didn't even know there was a video.
Yeah, like we were all just figuring this out for the first time less than an hour ago, and none of us have not been on a stream with each other since then. Like when Ruben's closed, we were all hanging out backstage on his stream until we came straight over to your stream. When we saw that you were live, we all just dipped to come over here. We're like, oh,
I appreciate
okay.
that.
Ruben
Yeah.
was like, "All right, fellas, I'm jumping off," and we're like, "All right, we're gonna go for that Spidey's."
He's still drinking out of that massive bottle. Fucking hell. What the hell is in there?
Bacardi
my
Gold.
Oof.
A little bit left.
God.
His ambitions are in there. He's trying to get them all while he can.
Keeps me from
So
doing
you're a bit of a
late night
rum.
eBay shopping.
You're a rum guy, are you, Remy?
Yeah.
Have you ever had the Australian rum? Not Bacardi, buddy. Bundaberg.
No.
Mm.
No, I'd be interested to try it though.
We might have to organise something like that. But I don't know how I know you can be a little bit tricky sending alcohol to the States depending on what state you're in, as to what the rules are.
So I live in North Carolina.
For bootlegging is a law. You must be a bootlegger.
I was gonna say
As long as it's moonshine,
when
I'm
I came
all right.
down, when I came down here, I received several mason jars, and they were
Yeah,
like,
I think
welcome.
Wyoming, Utah.
Because
Maybe
I know
one
I
other
tried to
state.
send one to a friend in Florida. He wanted a specific Australian whiskey that we had here, and he's like, "Yep, I'll pay everything. All you got to do is just send it." I went to check it out, and they're like, "That you actually have to have a liquor license, and you have to be like a bar or a restaurant or something like that to actually be able to receive it. General people cannot actually receive overseas alcohol deliveries."
Just
So
write, "These are comic books" on the box, and then just send it over.
I don't think you can send liquor, but you can send perfume.
Ah,
Mm.
We were just talking about It's Always Sunny. You can send suntan lotion. When they went to the Jersey Shore and they have strict open container laws. So they're just
chugging out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Charlie's like, "This was a great idea, y'all," and Dee's like, "Yeah, it is, but I didn't make you one of those." He's just straight eating the lotion instead.
That was rum ham.
Yeah, that was the rum ham episode.
Rum
Yeah,
ham episode. Yeah. Rum ham.
Oh, it went away.
Oh, yeah, no, I got a confirmation.
Oh, okay, cool.
Bundaberg and Inner Circle rum.
Yes, I haven't heard of Inner Circle, but Bundaberg's Australian. I don't know whether maybe Inner Circle rum might be a New Zealand brand, but I do know that a lot of people don't necessarily like him. They might like his art, but
Bundaberg.
Ebas, Eric Basildouille, or I can't pronounce his last name. He's an American artist. He usually does the real, does a lot of the like naughty and nice covers and stuff like that. He really loves Bundaberg rum. What's this? Will you be able to do the morning stream, Mark?
It starts in 5 minutes. Why wouldn't he?
Well, where do you think we're going after this? We're just jumping right in.
that's why I asked you to send me the email because you start the streams with me. But last Friday I ended up sending it to Nick because I had to go run a bunch of running around because it was just like one random off day in like the run of work, and I was working on my off weekend. And I was telling everybody I had to hop off, and if they wanted to set up a stream to head over to theirs, and Rob and Nick were like, "Why don't we just wait here for you?" I'm like, "I can be gone for a couple hours." Like, yeah, man, go. So I sent Nick the admin controls, but whenever you send someone admin controls, it doesn't allow you to keep previous ones up. You can't just like toggle between them. You have to remove one person and send the admin controls to the other person.
So an admin can keep a stream going even if you're not there, but he can't start a new stream. Is that how it works?
No, you can't get a new admin.
As far as I know, like Tyler has full access to my StreamYard as an admin. Tyler and Lee both do, and Nick did for the past week at this point. So I can build streams in my studio, and they should have the ability because I can do it with Chips. You know, I'm an admin on his. Whenever I go in my StreamYard, I have a drop-down box in the top corner up here where I can toggle between mine and Chips, and I can see all of his past ones, anything he has set up, and I can enter those studios. I'd never actually looked. I'd never been in one of his studios before he was live to see if I have the ability to hit live or not.
Okay.
But you have to pay to have more admins. You either have 2 seats or 5 seats, and with 2 seats, that includes the owner, Tyler. But I don't know if Tyler has the ability to hit live or not, but once we're on, he can let people in, take people out. He can highlight the comments. He sees what I see.
So what do the wrenches do? Does that only allow you to like get rid of comments and stuff in the
what?
The wrenches, the blue wrenches?
Blue
That
wrenches
and
on
they
YouTube are very important.
have the ability to post links as well.
Yeah, they can post links. They can hide comments. They can hide users from being allowed to comment at all. Dude, if you don't have any admins on your channel, admin somebody or moderate somebody is the word for it. Moderate them immediately because especially here lately, YouTube has been riddled with bots, and a lot of them have like.
I noticed a lot of those
excessively well, not just that. Some of them have excessively hateful, racist names of their channels, and it's not like they just drop a comment with a fake link or whatever. It just hits your stream one after the other like that. And next thing you know, you're ready to cancel your whole live if you don't.
That's through YouTube, not through StreamYard.
Yeah, you have to get on your phone to moderate someone. Just get on your phone and look at your actual stream like that's playing right now, and just hold down somebody's name, and it'll pop up the options.
But not Tyler. Tyler sucks. I love you, Tyler.
Okay, so we go. Turn up the volume on the phone first. So are you doing it in the chat, or are you doing it whereabouts am I actually doing it?
So like just like how if you were
Curiosity.
watching someone else's stream, just look at your own and look at the live chat and just
Yep.
hit and hold down anyone's name in the live chat who you'd like to be a moderator. Just hold down their name for a second and it'll pull up a box that has
Add moderator. Yep.
Yeah, just add moderator. Yeah, it is very important to have that in case you don't have your phone in your hand. Most of the people watching do.
All right. Well, I'm not going to add Tyler as a moderator, so I'll get rid of that. I just wanted to see how it worked.
Just add him real quick. Gotcha.
And then take it away again. Yeah, but it's good to know all this sort of stuff. Because as I said, like I've only been doing this by myself. Like Leigh offered to, sort of walk me through it and stuff, but I've pretty much just been doing it by trial and error. Just trying to work out what's what and how things work. And as I said, when you guys all popped in, I'm like, what the hell's that down there at the bottom of the screen?
In all sincerity, I highly recommend making Tyler a moderator because if his work hours makes him more available than a lot of people. And despite their antics, I literally, like Tyler and Lee both have full access to my StreamYard and stuff for months now. You know what I mean? Like legitimate, they're good people, man. Like can't speak highly enough about them. And they come from the YouTube background, so they understand the stuff very well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like I was going to say, if anybody would probably be the main one that I probably would probably be Simon because I obviously know him the most.
Well, it doesn't hurt to have more than one. Like I've got.
Yeah, I've seen people that have got like nearly their whole stream have got like
Panda
20,
makes sure that anybody that comes into his chat that is not a bot is a moderator. I think Biggie Shack does the same thing,
Yeah.
And then it also gives you the ability, if you see someone pop in without a wrench, you have a new viewer and you can welcome them. And it just depends on how you want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's all a big learning curve. So, can you actually touch any of this stuff on the sides when you're in the thing? Like obviously, yeah, comments is thing, but can you change like banners and all this sort of crap or is that before setup?
So have you ever seen one of my videos where I have all the comics popping up next to me, like the new comic? I just take those; they're all loaded in StreamYard. I just record in StreamYard just one take, and those pictures are all in the brand on the side over there under images or pictures, whatever it's called. So as I'm talking, I'm just clicking on stuff over there, pulling it up in real time. Okay. Like I'm doing nothing in post. So you can access every bit of that over there.
Okay, so people like for argument's sake, like what Remy does and puts his awesome Masters of the Universe thing in. Is that like would that be under like video clips and stuff?
Yeah, like all those video clips and GIFs and stuff, and those little clips of people singing. That's all just uploaded in that.
Okay. Cool. Add overlay.
StreamYard is ridiculously user friendly.
Yeah. Thank you, Chip.
Thank you, Chip. Yes, sir. You know what was cute is I wanted to take a picture, but we went out to eat dinner tonight at an Italian restaurant, and the one toy that Monkey took was the StreamYard duck that Chip sent her. Mm-hmm. And my wife and their godfather was with us, and he asked, "What's that duck?" And she looks at it, looks at him, and says, "White Shadow." I'm like,
yes. It would have been better if she whispered it.
Yeah.
White Shadow. Oh god. Oh, I'm missing comments here.
Yeah. I probably spend more time trying to figure out how not to edit than it would take to edit.
well, that's how I've had to learn to do it because I've all my normal videos have been on my phone because I've never had any computers or anything. So I pretty much, like a guy at work's got a channel. He's a drummer for an In Excess cover band. And he's just like, trying to tell me the basics of how iMovie works and that because I've got no idea. So all I pretty much do is I just pull up iMovie, put my logo in, put it for like 10 seconds, put the video in. Like I just do it in, one take, put my logo again at the end, and then put the song over the top and then just post. So I don't even go in and like, I know like Simon tells me, he's like, this took me like 4.5 hours to edit. I'm like, stuff that. I couldn't be bothered doing that for like, I know a lot of people go to a lot of trouble to edit their videos and they do look awesome. I don't think I'd have that much patience.
Yeah, I don't have any of that patience at all.
No, I got kids. And that's why, I have a hard time finding time to record videos because you got to kind of be in the mindset, to be focused, to think about what you're doing. Normally, if I'm on YouTube, I'm just hanging out in a live because this is relaxing. This is winding down. This is not time I could be recording. I ain't got it in me right now. Like it took me 5 hours tonight to make a damn thumbnail. Like I just finished making the thumbnail for tomorrow.
Yeah.
But it only took like 2 minutes to make it, but it took me 5 hours to muster up the strength to make it. This ain't got it in me sometimes.
I hang out with you guys all the time. I don't have a single video.
No, but congratulations on
Have you hit 200 yet?
subscribers.
No, thank you, sir.
What are you sitting at the moment, Austin? Have you gone? What? How many subs have you got now?
Let's see.
That's a good question.
I think last time we saw it was about 140 something.
Was it that high?
I think so.
No, it wasn't that high, was it?
Just getting there. You're at 144.
144. Yep.
Man, I got to put together something for my 200 giveaway.
Yeah, it's coming quick. Dude, did you see what I did? What we did Monday, where we did the impromptu? I did an impromptu hangout because I was going to work on a video in the background while had some people, and didn't turn out to that. It turned into a massive sub push and giveaway all night long for like 3 hours. Yeah. I think I might have to do another one of those and do one for you again.
Yeah, let's just make sure that Promiscuous Time Traveler is there because I know he gets a kick out of it.
What, does he hate sub pushes?
No, he apparently he's just working hard to get his subs,
Oh yeah, that's right. He's like your nemesis for
and I just blew past him without doing anything thanks to you. And he's just like, what the hell? No, but in all seriousness,
I'm gonna do one for MadSpidey eventually. I don't plan those things, by the way. I just knew that I didn't have to work Tuesday. I'm like, dude, this,
and that's what makes it so great, right? It's just impromptu. The whole community comes together, and
that's how we did it for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like someone said it in joking. I'm like, no, I'm about to do that shit right now. And then Panda showed up, and then it was like double trouble.
Yeah, I ended up giving away my my spawn slab.
Biggie won it.
The Biggie, yep.
Perfect home.
Did you say what? I had a look at when you did the one for Sector. We hit 171 when we finished the stream. I checked an hour later, it was automatically down to 131. Lost 40 subs in an hour.
Yeah, and then YouTube does that. Like, here's the thing: like, my channel has been sitting at 1,072 subscribers for more than a month, and then today, the 5th, yesterday, it jumped all the way up to 1,140 in one go. Because YouTube's weird how they're accepting subscribers. Like, if you get too many at once, it catches their algorithm, their security protocols, and they call bot. This is bot. So then they pull them all, and they will slowly load them back over the course of a week or two.
Yeah, they just want to authenticate it.
Yeah, so all of those subscribers, that 171 that we got him to, he will get all of those back over the course of a little while. The very next day, he jumped from 131 to 136 at one time. So they authenticated a few, and it's a process,
That's awesome, because the first goal was 120, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he started at 107, so I tried to get him to 120 because I figured I had 20 people in the chat. We can get him to 120. There's a lot of new faces, and it definitely went
all the way to 171, huh? That's awesome.
But it's weird though, because like you said, you got him pretty much about 60 subs, pretty much, and you think, okay, I can understand it doing with that, but like I got a shout out early from Rob the Reekin, and I got 10 subs from that show, from his shout out show. And I lost 9 of them, within a couple of hours. And I'm thinking, but that's only 10 subs. It's not a lot. Like, if I had got 50 subs, I could imagine losing.
It's the timing of it.
Yeah. It's really weird how it works.
Yeah, they'll purge them out, temporarily, and then it'll read, certain bots and stuff, or, certain things. I've had that happen, too, where, I'll go up 10 subs, and then it'll go down instantly, and then 7 might stick, you know what I mean? And it's 3 of them just were bunk subscriptions.
Now, I don't know if y'all remember the Friday hangout I was doing when I was like 24 away from 1,000, and we decided we'll just stay on until I hit 1,000 today, and we literally hit 1,000 3 times. Like there was an initial rush, like we ran up 19 subs like real quick when we decided to sub push for it, and it ran up. We hit 1,000, and we watched it while we're all on camera together. We watched it drop those 19 subs just like that. We're like, I guess we're like, everyone's like, well, I guess we're staying on. So we ran it up to 1,013 subs, dropped it back down to 995. And we're like, you know what? We got better shit to do. And then
I think I watched some of that. I think I watched one of you.
Within like 2 weeks, they were all back on there. Like, granted, like before 2 weeks, like this natural sub progression got it over 1,000, but then that big influx came back in. That I'm not pushing, I'm not announcing anything, just doing the normal. But there was a peak.
So this is going to sound like a stupid question. You have to be monetized to be able to do like the super chat and all that sort of stuff, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, like YouTube did update and change some things. Like, have you seen on YouTube how people can post, like they can post comments or post polls or just pictures and that aren't videos? Like that used to be a feature for 1K. Like that was
I know Trav does that.
Yeah, I unlocked that feature at 1K, and then the very next week, YouTube changed it to where if you have 500 subscribers, you can use that feature. So I don't know if they're going to start the super chats and super stickers and the thank yous at 500 now or what. But as far as I know, because that's dealing with finances, it still requires that 1K because it's a long process to get financially set up with YouTube.
I was I've been trying to talk to Chip to see if he can change something in StreamYard so they'll allow that versus the YouTube. But I don't know.
That's actually pretty cool if StreamYard can do that, but no one else is on it. It's just the 4 of us on StreamYard. No one else here with us has access to StreamYard on this stream. So it would just be the 4 of us passing money between each other.
Yeah, I get you. I was thinking more of like a StreamYard Twitch thing, but I don't. Again, I think Chip's going to have his people look at it. So
yeah, Chip can do miracles. We do know that.
That's what I mean. He's got it. Well,
he gave us the giveaway tool.
Yeah,
we just need to get him to update it to a takeaway tool.
Yeah,
everyone put this hashtag in there to lose your money now.
That's doable.
Yeah, Chip can do that. I believe in him.
Yeah, so do I. All right,
YouTube
fellas, I'm gonna hop off here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off too.
Y'all have a good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Have a good one, MadSpidey.
Yep.
Hopefully just said sorry he lost power.
He said okay, and he left.
Well, I just noticed he was frozen.
Oh well, no, I'm not. I'm not leaving now. This is my stream. I'm in the top left, so
Put in the hashtag, and we'll take your money too.
So what do you guys got coming up?
Thanks for having me on tonight, Remy.
No problem. I'm glad everybody was able to come out. Lava lamp.
Yeah. Hulk stickers.
Chainsaw.
You got to slap some community stickers on that thing, man.
You know what? Since you said that, I've been thinking about it. It really does. I need to wipe it down and I'll sticker it up because the thing is, like, even with the bar oil that goes on there, a lot of the stickers I think they'll maintain. So I'm hoping I get that 616 box tomorrow. I might open that one up with a chainsaw.
And try to preserve the books when you do, or not preserve the books.
No, I'm gonna try to preserve. Their whatnot. I did pretty good. Like I tried not to look, and I ended up. I did the peak, and I was like, "Oh shit! I kind of hit the jackpot on this one." Versus I think they had 12 mystery boxes. I got the second one, and like after the first 2 went, they were going for like $200 or $300, and I got some awesome books, and I got 2 slabs. One of them was a signed slab, and I think I was at like $110. I mean, it was.
Holy crap!
Ooh, nice.
I got it for a steal, and the books were all really good too. So I'm going to, like I said, I might do a chainsaw unboxing and then like really promote it up because I told him I'd make a video about it. So
I'm excited to see you're batting 1,000 with this chainsaw unboxing so far.
fingers crossed. Hey, I had to take a breather after Tyler sent me that Silver Surfer because that was the last one I did. I think I was in shock after I opened that one up. I was like,
What have I
probably
done?
I should rethink
What-
my life after that.
Yeah. What have I done?
Yeah, I think if I would have chopped that in half, all of a sudden I lose a grail over it. It's like
That's right.
Just
I'll
let-
just go it in my phone.
I didn't
Just
say
let
anything.
yourself
I didn't say
into the
anything.
chat. Whatever.
Yeah, I wasn't
I
talking.
haven't got bad volume. This is horrible on my phone.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
We're
I'm gonna
about-
head
we're
out.
about to- I'm about to head out too because I got just a few hours to get some rest before I have to be
Oh.
right back on here.
I'll end the stream, boys, because this is not really working too well.
Hey, thanks for having me on, and thanks for letting me share this book with everybody.
Shout out to DJ Links. He loves that cover.
Shout
And
out to
Mr.
DJ
Biddle
for
That's it.
recommending this one. They had the cover A, and I was like, no, I got to get that cat. So
Hashtag RIP Dante.
oh, why'd you have to bring up Dante? DJ's sleeping right now, and a tear just trickled down his cheek.
He doesn't know
Staring
why,
at the
but
box.
he did.
All right, y'all.
All right,
Take it
boys,
easy,
I better end
everybody.
this before my battery dies. Thanks
Hey,
for
Spidey.
jumping on.
Have a great
Thanks
night.
for letting
man.
us come on, man.
I'll see you later.